YouTube, what's up? This is not a fragrance video. This has nothing to do about gaming. This has nothing to do about any of my hobbies. This video has a lot to do with Thanksgiving. I know of you guys who have watched my videos in the past months or past year or so. You've heard me say a couple times that another word for happiness is greed. Yes. Another word for happiness is greed. And the word that we should use is contentment. And since we're on the topic of happiness, and it is Thanksgiving, what is the one thing that people cannot do without in order to have happiness? Fill in that blank. Let's see if you guys can fill in that blank. I'll give you a couple seconds to answer that in your head, or you can even type it down below right now. Give you a couple seconds. What is the one thing that you need, or the one thing that you cannot do without in order to have happiness? So let's put it like this. Many of y'all in this fragrance community, I know for a fact, think you have happiness. Yes. Many of y'all think you have happiness. Sorry about the bright light this morning, but I want to get this message to you today because it is Thanksgiving. And I need some of y'all who pay attention to this channel to understand these things. Because I care about you and I truly do love you. And I'm not talking about no homo love, no kind of love like that. It's just I love you as a person with a spirit, a person who's searching for some truth and some happiness. And if that's you, then this message is for you. And this isn't, I wouldn't say this isn't preaching, but more of advice. I hate to call it preaching. Maybe to y'all it is, but if you pay attention, you'll understand. Now, we're going to use a person as an example here who is not happy. Then you'll find out why I'm saying this. And the main person I'm going to talk about is the one person that I know right about this fragrance community who doesn't really have happiness. He's always taking and never really giving. Okay? Why is he always taking? Because he's not content. And remember, the true word for happiness should be contentment. But there's another story to this. There's another twist to this. Okay, so if you already typed it down at the bottom, the one thing that you cannot do without in order to have happiness isn't God. Because you can have fleeting happiness. And this is what many of you people in this fragrance community have. You have what's called fleeting happiness. Temporary happiness. And you might find happiness for a moment, and then you lose it, and you'll be right back in that same rut asking yourself, how the hell? And even some of y'all might find temporary happiness. You know, some of y'all think women will make you happy. You break up with one girl, you're broken down, you're downtrodden, your heart is torn to pieces and broken in a million pieces. You find another woman, she helps you heal your heart temporarily. But then this woman, again, does the same thing to you, and it's 10 times worse. And you're asking yourself, how the fuck could I let this happen twice in a row? That's that fleeting happiness. Or some of y'all may have left a woman, and you're okay. You're content in this spot for now. But how long are you going to be happy in your mind, that fleeting happiness, content by yourself? Can you do it? Have you convinced yourself that you can be happy without a woman? Some of y'all can. So that happiness can be fleeting also. See, then some of y'all would have answered, you can't have happiness without God. But a lot of people have fleeting happiness. Many people reject God because they don't want to deal with God's moral restraints. And in order to have true happiness, You have to have gratitude. You have to be thankful. Yes. How many people do you know that are happy who aren't thankful, or who aren't what's the word? Gratified. How many people do you know that are happy or either content who aren't thankful for the things that they have? See, this is why I tell y'all, it's not how much a man has that makes him a man. It's how little he needs. And there is a need for want. There's a need for more. There's a need for us to buy the next fragrance to make us happy, to give us that adrenaline rush, that fleeting happiness. Because once it comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. It's Thanksgiving, people. It's Thanksgiving. I haven't been on a buying spree on fragrances. And I'm still happy. And I'm still popping out videos no matter what. Because I'm content. And I am actually happy. Really happy. I have my daughter. I have my wife. My wife is in there cooking. I helped her cook somewhat. She wanted to do all the cooking. Say, hey, have at it. I'm happy. I don't have to cook. I'm usually doing the cooking. My daughter's having a blast helping out. I'm here having a good old time, just sitting back on my phone, playing games and just chilling, watching movies and stuff. I'm content. But many of y'all have what's called fleeting happiness. And many of y'all are not thankful. You're not gracious. You're not gratified. You have no gratitude. You got to have gratitude to be happy. You don't see a happy person who isn't thankful. A person who isn't thankful and always down, who's always negative, he doesn't know happiness. Or if he has maybe felt fleeting happiness, he's been let down a numerous amounts of times to the point where he hasn't learned his lesson yet. I see some of y'all saying, we got to go with our emotions, our expressions. You go with that, you will have fleeting happiness. If you go with your emotions and your expressions, yeah, you might be able to find a little bit of happiness, but it will be fleeting. It will leave your ass like this if you go with your emotions and your feelings and your desires and your wants and your need for want. Your happiness will be gone like that. Your rewards lie in heaven. This is the difference between happiness, true happiness, or happiness, contentment, and then finally, true happiness in that stage. Some of y'all might look at me and see somebody not even worth looking at right now. Some of y'all might look at me and say, who the fuck is this dude? Try to tell me how to live my life. I'm almost 50 years old. I've been through it. And I've talked about it in this channel so many times. Some of y'all may have heard it. Some of y'all might have heard glimpse of it or seen me talk about it in sections in certain videos that I do. But I'm trying to give you the bigger picture of what Thanksgiving is about and being thankful. The difference between selflessness and selfishness. Being selfless can show you the greater side of being, or the greater side of having gratitude. Yes. Being selfless. Helping someone out and seeing a smile on their face can warm up your heart and show you what real gratitude is. You can see real gratitude reflected in the people that you help. And that in turn reflects on you. And then you can evoke it and invoke it. Positivity and love. Some of y'all might have said love in the comment section when I asked the question. But love is also part of being thankful. Loving yourself, loving others. People loving you, you being thankful. You loving people, they being thankful. You seeing the positive energy work. That's how God works. You get the love from him to you, and you send it out into the world, and then it comes back to you. Love your God with all your mind, body, spirit. Love yourself, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. It works no other way. Gratitude. You can't be happy without gratitude, people. My daughter got this room all messed up. I gave her my desk. She got all her toys and stuff. And I'm trying to show my daughter to be gratitude for this desk. So I told her when she gets older, she's going to really need this desk and she's really going to like it. So try to take care of it in the next upcoming years. When she hits middle school, she'll be really using this desk big time. I was thinking about selling it, but she really likes the desk right now just to play on it. But when she gets older, she's going to realize and she's going to be thankful for me keeping this desk so that she can really do some stuff and organize her schoolwork and stuff. So teach your children to be thankful. Teach them why thankful and being grateful is the way to go in being happy. It's your boy Original Dog Man. Peace out. I hope y'all got the message. I hope y'all understand the message. And I hope y'all understand that the things that God has said make sense. Peace out.